Imagine a ship so massive it costs $200 million to build, a floating giant longer than 3 football fields. But the most unbelievable part is that it doesn't come out of a quiet factory. It rises from a battlefield of sparks, steel, and noise, where 10,000 workers move together like one living machine. This is the hidden world of how these giants are actually built. It all begins long before the first piece of metal is touched. Teams of engineers sit in rooms surrounded by glowing blueprints and giant 3D screens. They calculate every bolt, every corridor, every weld, because on a ship this big, even one wrong number can waste millions. Once the design is perfect, the shipyard wakes up and the real work begins. At sunrise, the shipyard looks like a city made of steel. Towering cranes stand like skyscrapers. Sparks fly across the ground. The sound of grinders and cutters fills the air. 10,000 workers split into teams, cutting massive steel plates, each one heavier than a car. These plates are shaped and welded into huge blocks, because a modern megaship isn't built in one piece. It's built from hundreds of giant blocks, each the size of a house. Then comes the moment that feels almost magical. Huge cranes, so tall they can be seen from miles away, lift these blocks with laser precision. One wrong movement can drop tens of millions of dollars, but the workers guide them flawlessly. Slowly, block by block, the pieces fit together like an enormous puzzle. And when the final block clicks into place, the skeleton of the ship rises above the yard. For a moment, everything feels still as thousands of workers look up and realize they built this. But the outside is only half the story. Inside, thousands more workers begin building entire worlds, cabins, engines, control rooms, kitchens, fire safety networks, and endless lines of wiring. A single ship can hold over 2,000 kilometers of electrical cables, enough to stretch from London all the way to Rome. In the engine room, huge diesel engines are lowered carefully into position by cranes that can lift the weight of 50 elephants. These engines will power the $200 million giant across oceans. After months or even years of non-stop work, the ship is finally ready for the moment everyone waits for, the launch. Workers bring their families, crowds gather near the water, and then slowly, the giant begins to move, inching toward the sea for the very first time. The water erupts as the ship settles in. Sirens echo across the yard. People cheer. It's emotional, not just because a massive ship has touched the ocean, but because 10,000 people built something bigger than all of them. So the next time you see a giant ship cutting across the sea, remember the hidden world behind it. The thousands of hands, the thousands of hours, and the incredible human engineering that makes it all possible.